Graphic designers, do you want to work more efficiently and save loads of time? I mean, who doesn't? Embracing keyboard shortcuts is the game changer you've been waiting for. I'm Gabby from Print Design Academy, where we teach graphic designers to be experts in print and packaging design. And I'm going to show you how using keyboard shortcuts in Adobe Illustrator and InDesign will make you a faster, more efficient, and profitable designer. Keyboard shortcuts are seriously one of my favorite things. Ask anyone, it's a weird obsession, but there's so much magic in controlling your programs with your fingers. Let's start with why. Here are 3 reasons why shortcuts rock. 1, when you use keyboard shortcuts, you can breeze through those common repetitive tasks, allowing you to focus more on your creative flow and less on navigating menus. 2, you'll be able to get your work done faster, freeing up time to take on new projects. Your clients will love you, and after all, time is money. And 3, you can make the programs you use special to you. Not everyone works the same way, and being able to customize your workflows and settings makes it so much more enjoyable to get your stuff done. Plus, in general, mastering shortcuts will make you feel like a design wizard. Now let's jump into how to get started with shortcuts. It's definitely easy to get overwhelmed with all the possibilities of shortcuts when you consider the menus and the window panels in each program, etc. Especially if you're new to this. But a great place to start is by learning the tool panel shortcuts. These are going to be the ones you'll use most frequently anyway. Here's a simple trick for you. Every time you're about to click on a tool in the side panel, just hover over it, and you'll see the shortcut for it. The more you see it, the more you'll learn it. For example, P for pen tool, Z for zoom, A versus V for the selection tools, and so on. Another way to learn the shortcuts to these tools easily is to print out our handy dandy shortcut list for both Illustrator and InDesign. We have a free PDF download that you can snag at the link in the description. It has a printable list as well as a recap of this video. Having something like this on your desk just gives you more opportunities to practice and master shortcuts. Your brain will start to subconsciously see them and start applying them more often. Now, if you're feeling ready to go to the next level, you can learn all the shortcuts to each of Adobe's apps on their website. It's a long list, so be warned, but everything is there for you to explore. We linked the Adobe shortcut list in the description below too. Now that you're versed in shortcuts, why not get fancy and create your own? Sometimes the assigned shortcuts just don't feel natural to you, or there are crucial things that are missing a shortcut. It's really a great way to make these programs fit your needs and feel more personal. Plus, it's super easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it in Illustrator and InDesign right now. All right, here we are in Illustrator. So for both Illustrator and InDesign, in order to get the keyboard shortcut menu, you go to Edit, Keyboard Shortcuts. So same for both. Here's what it looks like. In Illustrator, you can search specifically, so the pen tool, P for pen. And you can go for tools or the menu command, so that's like File, Edit, all of that up there. And the first thing you're going to want to do is save a preset. So you're going to go to this little save button here, and I'm going to title this Shortcuts. You can have multiple sets as well, so you can use that for kind of different projects and things like that as well. So calling this Shortcuts. We'll hit OK, but if at any point you need to resave or edit or add more shortcuts to this, you're just going to go ahead and hit the save button again, retitle it, and it'll say overwrite. Yes, I want to overwrite this keyboard set. Yes, OK. So we'll leave that right there. We'll get into some specific shortcuts in a little bit, but let's head to InDesign. So in InDesign, it's the same thing. Edit, keyboard shortcuts. Here's the window. So there's a lot going on in InDesign. You have a lot of options for keyboard shortcuts, which is awesome, but can be a little bit overwhelming. But it does have the options to even set keyboard shortcuts for the panels on the right side here. So all of those can also get shortcuts, which is cool. So the first thing we're going to do, like we did in Illustrator, is create a new set. So we're going to call this Shortcuts. If you have multiple sets, you can base it on different sets and just kind of build that out. So that's kind of fun. and we're gonna hit OK. So while we're in InDesign, let's create some shortcuts. Here are 3 that I would suggest just to get you started. The first one is one of my little pet peeves. So when I'm working with Illustrator and InDesign, the shortcuts don't match for the lock object and unlock object. It's a simple thing, but I actually use it a lot in my workflow. Now, InDesign has lock and unlock as something different, but their hide and unhide matches Illustrator. So why not make them both match? So the first thing we're gonna do is head over to the object menu, and we're gonna find lock. Well, I'll show you first. So hide, see here? So this is hide, Command 3, same as in Illustrator. But when you get down to lock, it is Command L, and it just feels weird to me. So I'm gonna change that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is remove this one, and I'm gonna create a new shortcut. So I'm gonna do Command 2. It's saying that it's set to 200% size. So anytime you have a shortcut that's being used elsewhere, whether it's in Illustrator or InDesign, it will notify you. So don't stress, it'll tell you what to do and you can choose to overwrite it or not. But for this one, I don't need a shortcut for 200% size. I'm good. I'm gonna do this because this works better for me. So assign, assigned. Great, let's move on to unlock. Let's get that one going. So I'm gonna use unlock all, and that'll unlock everything. And then you can go Option, Command 2. And I don't need this other one that it's assigned to, so I'm gonna just go ahead and assign it. Awesome, so that's done there. Now the other one that's kind of fun and is useful is aligning. So aligning objects I use all the time, so why not create a shortcut for it? And there isn't one right now. So to get to the align objects, you wanna go object editing. And then from here, you can get the align vertical and align horizontal. Where is it here? There we go. So horizontal, align center. That's what I want. So that's gonna put my object horizontal. So for something like that, I mean, you can create however you want. I'm gonna do Option dash because that feels like horizontal to me. So Option dash, horizontal alignment. I'm gonna go ahead and assign it. Awesome. Now I'm gonna move on to vertical alignment. Vertical, align center. And then for that, I'm looking at this line here. So for me, kind of like Option, and then it's sort of a backslash, but above it, the key looks like, here, I'll show you what it looks like. Well, it won't show me here because it's that, but it's that vertical line, you know? So for me, visually that, again, choose your own adventure, set whatever you're going for. This is what I'm going for right now. So I'm gonna hit assign. And then from this point, I'm just gonna hit save. So now when I go to align an object, if I wanna align it to the center, I can do that. Here, let me grab 2 of these here. So by holding Option and that, I'm aligning them horizontally, and then this way is going to be vertically. So that's good there. The other one is lock. So Command 2 locks it. You can see the lock there. If I do Option Command 2, unlocks it. So that was InDesign. So let's head over to Illustrator now. All right, now let's head back to that Edit keyboard shortcut menu and bring that up. Now the shortcuts that I like to show, actually I'll show you it first here. So the trim view, let's put some bleed on here. Okay, so when I'm doing print, I like to use trim view. So trim view is view, trim view. That shows you where it's actually going to be cut, and anything that's outside of your artboard where, you know, the bleed is or any of those objects, it's being hidden. So it's kind of annoying to go in here and keep clicking trim view, etc. So I'm gonna create a shortcut for it. So we're gonna go edit, keyboard shortcuts again, and we're gonna go and find the menu command for view, and that's where trim view is hiding. Now, I like to, again, match Illustrator and InDesign. So I'm gonna use W. Now W is a tool that's being used, blend tool. I don't use that very often, but when I'm in InDesign, if I hit W, you're getting that trim view. Here, I'll move this so you can see it as well. There you go, kind of bleeding off. Exactly, so I like to have them synced, so W it is for me. So back over to Illustrator, trim view set. If you were doing this and you wanted to fix the conflict, so let's say I wanted to set this as W, but I want to go to blend so that I can fix it and choose a different shortcut for it, you can do go to conflict, you can hit clear. But yeah, if I hit clear, it clears this one, but I'm gonna hit W, and that's that basically. So you can see it's showing this, the shortcut has a little star. That means I want to save it after as well. So the next shortcut that I like to use a lot is opacity. Now within my workflow, I actually use opacity as a way of being able to kind of work rather than just like setting stuff into a certain opacity. So when you have a lot of layers or you're trying to use a pen tool, I like to use opacity keys, a keyboard shortcut that can adjust the different levels so that I can see what's underneath and work. Now, a quick way again, like because Illustrator has this searching option, I'm just gonna search opacity. Now it's not showing up here, so that tells me it's in the tools. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. So what I like to do is have 0 set to 0. I set 1 for 10, 2, and so on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and for 100, I actually do Shift 0. And there you go. So that one's good there. Now the next one and I'll show you how this all works in a second because it's really cool. But the next one is going to be the Align tool. So just like we did in InDesign, align center, align horizontal, it makes it really easy to workflow that way. So I'm gonna go align. So that's gonna be in the menu command. So align center, same as I did before. So horizontal reminds me of a little horizontal line. So I'm doing Option, Dash, and then the align vertical center is Option, and it's the backslash that shares with the straight line thing. But again, choose what you want. I like to use these. Here we go. So now I'm going to hit save again. I'm going to hit OK. Yes, I want to overwrite it. And now my shortcuts preset is overwritten. So let's hit OK. So this is what that shortcut looks like for the opacity. I'm hitting 2. We're at 20%. You can see opacity up here. 20, 50%, 80, Shift 0 for 100%. So when I'm working and I have text underneath and things like that, these keys are going to make it so much easier to do that. And then for align center, I like to have my artboard set because I'm usually working with align artboard, but Option Dash and Option backslash centered on that artboard. Really, really cool. And that trim view, W, look, we've got that trim view. I can toggle between that, and that's going to create a really nice workflow when I'm working for print, checking my bleed, checking my trim view. Now that you've learned how to create shortcuts, think about the unique ways you can use custom shortcut sets. What about for different styles of project? Maybe you're designing a book and have more repetitive tasks that aren't needed in your day-to-day design work. By having different shortcut sets saved, you can easily swap them out in the dropdown. So to sum it all up, keyboard shortcuts are your secret weapon in graphic design. They save time, boost creativity, and make your workflow feel custom made for you. So remember, learn the tool shortcuts first, and then you can create your own custom shortcuts to make your design process truly yours. By embracing shortcuts, you will become a keyboard wizard. Now, if you want to become even more efficient and inject a little more magic into your workflow, then you need to watch our video on using custom actions in Illustrator. And you can watch that right here.